Welcome to the land of giants. If you're looking for a big adventure, there's nothing like taking a drive around Sequoia National Park and being surrounded by the largest living things on Earth.
Even better is doing it on a single charge in the 258-mile range Hyundai Kona Electric and leaving no emissions behind. It's the better way to go, see, and do more, all on just a single charge. So join us as we're living large on this episode of Hyundai Highways.
We'll be driving up Highway 198 in Central California, pulling over to see some of the cooler sights in Sequoia National Park. Then hopping onto Highway 180, heading west with one more amazing stop to complete the journey.
So we're on our way to the tunnel log. The story is this tree fell down and everyone was like, what are we gonna do? And they built a tunnel through it, which is like a beautifully lazy move and also a testament to lazy/productive people everywhere. Daniel, so good to meet.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, this was the coolest thing that's ever happened.
It's a pretty popular attraction. A lot of people are interested in seeing tunnel log, the tree that you can drive through.
So you're a ranger here.
Yes.
So that means you know a lot about all of these trees.
I tried to.
Yeah. You know all their names, you go through and you're like, yeah, I know you.
Either that or I name them myself.
Yeah.
No.
Tell me about tunnel log.
So tunnel log fell over a long time ago.
Okay.
In 1937. And then by 1938, the Civilian Conservation Corps, under Superintendent Walter Fry, ended up tunneling through this log as an attraction piece.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is a really popular destination at the park, isn't it?
We get a lot of visitors that always ask that question. Where's the tree that we can drive through?
Daniel, we are so excited to go explore the park. Let's go do that.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to have you.
Let's do it.
All right.
We are going to go see the oldest and the biggest sequoia trees. So if you were like, show me that old big tree content, here we go. It's General Sherman and President's Tree. We're gonna go on some hikes, look at those trees, learn about those trees. It's gonna be awesome. All right, Daniel, where are we heading now?
So we are heading down the Sherman Tree Trail to the world's largest living tree, the General Sherman tree, which is the largest living tree by volume. So it's not the tallest, it's not the widest, it's not even the oldest tree,
but by volume. Okay, so you're saying that volume is measured by taking the trunk. This is not a sequoia. This is.
Yeah. So that's
listen, if you need another ranger, I'm pretty good. Not a sequoia. This is a rock.
I think this is dirt.
Guess what this is?
This seems to be.
So stand in the middle.
Okay.
And looking at the perimeter, what you're standing in the middle of is the perimeter of the General Sherman tree.
This is how big the tree is.
This is
the
how
base
big
of it.
And wide the Sherman
You could
tree is.
fit like 85 Estebans in here.
Maybe even more than that.
And then we're all I'm looking up, and it is so big that it's what we talked about earlier. It's hard to wrap your head around how big this is.
Right.
What are some things to help us understand just how massive this tree is?
It's taller than the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
If you were in a skyscraper, you can go up to the 27th floor and look out the window, and just then still have to look up to see the actual top of the tree. All right, so shall we move on to the next location?
Yeah.
The President tree?
We are so excited.
The second or third or second largest tree?
By the time we get there, will we know?
I'll explain.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. There's a bear over there. Ranger Daniel is unfazed. I think they know each other. He's got a little tack.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
Or he's wearing a bow tie.
Yeah.
Formal bear. This bear's going to prom later. If the bear decided to come after us, how quickly could it be here?
Oh, it could be here in seconds.
Yeah. And your plan is just to outrun me.
I'm pretty light on my feet.
Do you ever think about your job and then think about other people's job and go like, this is my job, and then think about an office or something?
Well, this is my office.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, oh, another day at the office.
Right. Walking amongst big trees.
This is it.
Yeah, the president tree.
The president tree.
So this is the second or third largest,
Yeah.
depending upon.
Tell me, you've been saying that.
Right. So in 2012, some researchers came. They ended up scaling the tree and they measured all the limbs of the president tree. If you end up comparing the volume of the mass of the limbs of both the president tree and the General Grant tree, then you could say the president tree is in fact the second largest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Daniel, this has been so wonderful. Thanks for walking us here and telling us all about these trees.
Yeah, it's
I
been
really
my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
My pleasure.
This has been so much fun.
Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
All right, how do I get out of here?
Nobody knows.
There are more cool sites coming up, none of which will be a charging station because the Hyundai Kona has more than enough juice left for the rest of the trip. We are on our way to the Crystal Caves. Ooh. We are gonna meet a ranger named Rebecca there, and she is gonna show us and teach us all about them caves.
Rebecca!
Esteban!
Hello!
Hey! I'm glad you made it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, good. I'm happy when everyone's happy to be here. Yeah, welcome to Crystal Cave.
This is beautiful. I'm excited and cautiously nervous
Oh,
about
yeah.
caves.
Yeah, that's a good way to be. That's a good way to be.
It's a good way, yeah.
There
I
are
like that
some-
you're like, yeah, be a little nervous. Rebecca, serious question.
Yeah.
What is poor physical condition? If I haven't worked out at a gym since high school.
Yeah. It's a very steep hill. Alrighty, so do you want to help me open the gate?
Yes,
So we're
absolutely.
gonna twist the spider.
No way, there's even a secret. Fairly secret.
It's secret.
What?
So we know that the European Americans who discovered the cave were not the first people here,
Yeah.
but we don't know that original discovery story. What we do know is that in 1918, Alex Medley and Cassius Webster, they were both working for the National Park Service. They were on the trail crew, and that's when they found the entrance.
This is so incredible.
So the cave itself is about 1.4 million years old, and the oldest parts that we can detect.
Wow.
So we would refer to Crystal Cave as something called a living cave because it's still growing and it's still changing. There's a river below us still carving out the cave.
So the cave is
Still
getting
trucking.
bigger.
It is.
Ooh, we've only just begun on the cave.
Hey Rebecca, when I was a kid there was a cavern by my house and my mom wouldn't let me go in, but she eventually caved. Just a little cave humor.
Rebecca, thank you so much. Cave time was the best time. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking us through it.
Oh, you're so welcome.
We're on our way to Project Survival's Cat Haven. If they're like the cats I know, they will be disinterested in human existence.
Dale! So good to meet you. Thanks for having us.
Sure. Quiet car.
So we're here with Dale, who is the founder of Project Survival's Cat Haven. And this is perfect because HyundaiHighways is an online show, and internet law requires us to involve cats in some way. So this is perfect.
We got it.
We fulfilled the internet gods.
That's
Here
right.
is your cat content.
That's right.
Tell us about the Cat Haven.
Well, the Cat Haven was built, we actually opened 21 years ago. And our whole focus is try to draw attention for people to get involved in cat conservation in the wild, where cats live wild.
And to be clear, when we're talking about cats, we're talking about big cat. We're not talking about like a cute little at-home cat.
So we have, I think we're the only facility or one of the only few facilities in the country that have all the big cats. There's 38 species of cat, and we operate here with 15 of those species.
So where do the cats come from? How did they get here? You said some were born here.
Most of our cats come from different places around the world, from different zoos or we get a couple of our cats from the entertainment industry. We call them rehoming. People say, why didn't you put them back to the wild? They can't survive. They don't have the training, the skills. They've never been trained to do that kind of stuff.
So that means these cats, if they were in the wild, they wouldn't do very
They
well.
wouldn't live. So if people go to our site and they see, oh, geez, how can I help out? Oh, I can make a $5 donation. Those type of things, then, we direct those things to projects that are going on that actually help out with conservation of animals at that point.
Dale, thank you so much for having us. I really, really appreciate it.
If you want to learn more about the Cat Haven or make a donation, check them out at cathaven.com.
We'd have to say our trip to Sequoia National Park was a colossal success. And the 258-mile range Kona Electric proved to be the perfect SUV to do it all on a single charge with no emissions. But there are so many amazing trips out there, so please join us for the next episode of Hyundai Highways.